Hi, and thanks for logging on to the Daily DVAR Halacha. And here's a brand new halacha for you, and it's for Thursday, the the third day of May, the 18th of Iyar, the 33rd day of the Omer. Okay, so you know where I'm going to go with what I'm going to talk about if it's the 33rd day of the Omer. I really want to explain why it's considered such a festive day. So there are all kinds of different things that we are told by our rabbis. Number one, you know that the students of Rabbi Akiva died for 33 sad days during some time in the 49 days of the counting of Omer. Some say it was the first 33, and some say it was the 33 days after Rosh Chodesh Iyar. But either way, according to that first version, we believe that the deaths stopped on the 33rd of the Omer. That's Lag BaOmer, 33 of Omer. So that's one reason why it's happy. Even according to the other version, that the deaths started on Rosh Chodesh Iyar and went till near Shavuos, still they stopped on the 33rd of the Omer, and that's why one of the reasons why we're happy. I know that that might sound like, well, that's an unusual reason to celebrate, because really it was sad time. People were dying. The day that they didn't die is like great celebration, but there's more to it. Also, it is the Yortzeit, the day of the passing away of Rab Shimon Bar Yochai. Also doesn't sound like a reason to celebrate, right? Well, Rab Shimon Bar Yochai was a great man who possessed an enormous amount of Torah wisdom within him, including great deep secrets of Kabbalah, the mysticism, the hidden things that many of us in Judaism don't learn about. And he revealed a lot of this to some of his students on the 33rd of the Omer when he knew that he would pass away. And he told them that it would be a day of celebration. He told them not to mark the day as a day of sadness. He told them that they should view it as a day of celebration because of the great light. I'm going to come back to that word, because of the great light of Torah that was shining on that day as he revealed his secrets to his students. And he told them to celebrate it as a day of the great celebration of the fire of Torah. And so, as per his instructions, we, until this day, celebrate it in great happiness. And yes, there are many bonfires on Lag BaOmer for that very reason, because it was the great fire of Torah that was revealed to the world on that day. His burial place in Meron in Israel is in a valley that has literally hundreds of thousands of Jews visit there on his yahrzeit on the 33rd of the Omer with a great celebration and everything. You may know of an interesting custom of playing, you might not, but there is this interesting custom of playing with bows and arrows on Lag BaOmer, and one of the reasons is because Reb Shimon Bar Yochai had to hide from the Romans for a lot of time, because the Romans were after him, in part because he was a great rabbi. And when people used to go out to study Torah with him, their only excuse to go out into the fields where he was hiding to learn with him and to not be followed and spotted as going to, oh, that's where the Romans would want to know that that's the place where he was hiding. So they had bows and arrows with them to pretend that they were hunting or doing some kind of gaming. And so the Romans never spotted his hiding place. Also, he was such a great man that the rabbis tell us that, you know, whenever you see a rainbow, it's a sign that God was angry at the generation and considering bringing down a flood. But God had promised with the sign of a rainbow that he would never bring a flood. So whenever you see a rainbow, it's really God remembering, I'm not happy with you, but I remember the covenant that I made. And rainbows were never ever seen in the generation of Reb Shimon Bar Yochai because his greatness was just so vast that God would not even have to show a rainbow during all of his time. Hence, really, no kidding around. That's why some people say that we use bows and arrows as a symbol of the greatness of Reb Shimon Bar Yochai. So it's a very festive day. Tachanun won't be recited, and people will be taking haircuts and shaves. This beard after tomorrow will be looking much more trimmed and everything. And yep, that's Lag BaOmer, the 33rd of the Omer. Thanks for logging on. Log on again tomorrow for more. Bye-bye.